Now we're going to make a balloon snake. I have two different designs for balloon snakes. I've learned from different people on YouTube, but these are two different kind of snakes. One of them's kind of a happy snake, one of them's kind of an evil looking snake, and depending on who your customer is, what kind of kid you have asking you for a snake, depends on what kind of snake you'll make them. Or you could ask them if you want a happy snake or if you want a evil looking snake. So I have a lime green balloon here, completely blown up all the way. You can use whatever color you want for your snake, but then I'm going to release the air. Then I'm going to take the end of the balloon, the end opposite the end of the nipple where you blow it up, and I'm going to wrap it around 2 fingers, but I want to keep it flat, and I want to keep it flat as I go around my fingers, and not to get it kinked or twisted as I wrap it around my fingers. Then I'm going to leave enough at the end here where I can grab it, and I'm going to mouth inflate it while I hold it on my fingers to get the curl as it goes around my fingers. This will take a little bit of practice, but make sure you blow it all the way up first. Blow it up pretty tight, let it loose. It makes the balloon more flexible and easier to blow up by mouth, but still we're going to wrap it around our fingers, so it's still going to be hard to inflate. So this will take some practice, and it may be a little bit hard to do the first few times you do it, but here's how you do it. So as you can see, I got a curly cue as the balloon inflated around my fingers. It aired up in a circular motion, and then we're just going to tie off the end and put that aside. And we take another balloon of the same color for the head. So we're going to make a flower petal here, twist it together, pull the knot through, make another flower petal, twist it. I'm going to make 2 bubbles for the eyes, about 1.5 inches, lock twist them together. And then I'm going to make a pinch twist. The rest of this can be broken and uninflated. You can just wrap it around your pinch twist a couple of times. You don't have to tie it. Then take your curly cue balloon that you've already twisted and wrap the knot into these pinch twists where these 2 loop twists come together. So now we have, this is our tail, this is the mouth and eyes and head of our snake. I like to take a yellow and pull and stretch the tip of the balloon, and as you inflate, push the nozzle of the balloon way down your pump and hold some of your balloon in your hand while you pump it. So this pushes the air away from your knot. You want to keep pushing the air all the way to the end. Because we stretch the tip a little bit, it makes it weaker there and the air will stay there. Once we get our air all the way pushed in, let some air out. Make it the shape that you want. I have kind of a teardrop shape, egg shape. And then I'm gonna grab it here as long as I want my tongue to be and tie a knot. Now we can take this knot and attach it here inside of our 2 flower petal loops for our mouth. Cut off the rest of the yellow balloon that you don't need. And then just arrange the balloons where the eyes are on the top, the tongue is coming out, and because you have that uninflated part, it's a dangly tongue. Then on our bubbles here on the top, we'll draw some eyes. You can also add a white balloon here to make it white eyes, but just to save a balloon, I'll use the same color as the head. But if you want to add a little bit more detail, you can put a white, either a 5-inch round white or a scrap of a white with 2 small pinch twists. And just put your eyes on the top of the head, and there is our happy snake. So for the evil snake, I like to use purple and yellow, but you can use whatever color you want to use. You don't need a bunch of yellow. I'm using the scrap of our tongue from our happy snake, because you just want a couple of eyes out of this. But you take your purple or whatever color balloon you'd like and leave about a hand's width tail. You're going to make a few twists in this, so you don't want a whole lot, you don't want it all the way inflated. And I'm going to start with a 4-finger bubble. Fold it over and make another bubble the same size and lock twist it into the knot. Push the knot through. Then I'm going to make 2 more bubbles the same length and lock them together. So I just made a bubble, another bubble, fold it over, lock twist them. Then I'm going to make about a 3-finger bubble. A small bubble and pinch twist it. Then I'm going to make a 2-finger bubble, just a little bit bigger than a round bubble. A small bubble and pinch twist it. Then I'm going to make another 3-finger bubble, the same as the first bubble here. And I'm going to lock it in, wrap it around. Then I'm going to make another small bubble and pinch twist it. And wrap it around my first 2 loops a couple of times. Then we can break off the rest of the balloon. Tie a knot. This is the head of our snake. And we're going to take our yellow balloon and these 2 loops that we have at the top here. We're going to attach our yellow into one of the twists on the ends. We're going to tie the yellow knot here. We're going to put a yellow bubble here, twist it into here, make another yellow bubble here, and tie it into this here and cut it off. So we'll start with our knot and we'll just push it through. wrap it around our twist right here a couple of times to keep it in. Hold it down. Make a bubble about the same size or a little bit smaller than the other two bubbles, and twist them together. Then we want to make another bubble the same size as that one. Pinch and twist it. And then while holding this twist, we're going to pop off the rest of the balloon at the end. So now we have a bubble the same size as our first. With the uninflated part here, we're going to tie that into a knot. And then we're going to wrap that into our other twist here to connect it to these two loops. Just wrap it around a couple of times. Tuck the leftover piece behind the two bubbles in the back. Now with the same color, we're going to make another curlicue spiral tail. We're going to blow our balloon all the way up. All the way to the end. Stretch the balloon out. Then let the air out. Then again, we're going to take the end of our balloon furthest away from our knot and wrap it flat, loosely around 2 fingers. So we're going to loosely wrap it without twisting it, keeping it flat the whole way. And then we're going to inflate it while we hold it with our thumb, while we hold the end of the balloon with our thumb on the top of our fingers. There we go, we have another curlicue. And if you want them perfectly spiraled, you can pull them all together and give them a squeeze and make it more of a tight spiral. And we take our knot here, wrap it in between our eyes here at our pinch twist. And with this one, I like to take a red balloon. And again, I'll stretch the end of the balloon. Hold the balloon as we inflate it. And sometimes the air will go straight to the end, just like I wanted it to. I'm going to uninflate it to leave an oval shape, kind of an egg shape. I tie a knot at the end. This time I'm going to use the full length of the balloon because I want this one to be kind of creepy and really evil looking. Then I'm going to take this tied in knot and I'm going to wrap it around the pinch twist in the back of the head. And for the eyes on the evil snake, I like to draw a straight line slanted eye. It gives them a really evil look. There's this long dangly tongue with the bubble at the end. Makes him look like he's ready to attack. So we have our happy snake and our evil snake.